Is this like what happens to your hair when it's deciding to turn into dreadlocks? I feel like I could pick them up. They'd like curl into them their own little, like, I don't know. I don't brush my hair during the week. I just brush it when it's been washed. And then I've had it up in like a, I guess I'm twirling it like this. And then putting it in like a, and that's making those little doodahs. Why am I sharing that with you? Ego, strength. Whatever. Okay. There's some shit going down in the subconscious, and maybe the ego is a topic or a point of contention or a topic on the agenda. Let's see, what is the story? What's the story? Doing an energy reading, collective energy reading for the week ahead, and the date is something like the 18th of November, I want to say. Today's the 17th, right? Have I missed somebody's birthday? Fuck. How did I do that? Damn it. Anyway, I'm going to have to deal with that later. I'm sorry. Sorry, Hildy. Very happy about the day she was born, though. Okay. So we're reaching the end of Scorpio season this week. Oh fuck! I didn't wish everybody a happy birthday. My goodness. I don't know why I'm bad at it. I do know why. And yes, it's very on point with the topic of befriending the ego. It's been coming through in the collective reading. See, this is the thing. I say that the reason why I haven't been able to commit to this YouTube schedule is because of the time commitment. But I listened to this guy this morning, this Italian guy doing readings, and he's got 2 channels and he does all 12 signs, and he counted up all of the readings that he does every week and every month, and he's going into surgery next week because he had to adjust his schedule because he's still going to post everything. Anyway, he does something like 480 videos a month and run 2 businesses, da 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 da. And I was like, okay, so it's not time. It's energy. I haven't felt stable enough to handle that flow of energy. And yet each time that I do these readings, I get more and more parts of the pattern. The consistency is really what's at play. And this is the same with any kind of personal development work or any kind of marathon that you're training for. Resilience. Resilience. The ego can really fuck around with that if you don't befriend it. So let's see what the story is this week, collective energy. If that kind of pre-shuffle chit chat turns you on, then you are in good company, my friend. We have an opportunity to release some heavy spiritual burden together in this reading. Ace of Pentacles crossed with the 10 of Wands with the energy that we're showing up in. I'm offering a Celtic cross. Okay. I'm offering a Celtic cross reading today. The next card I'm pulling will be for that which is in the underworld. The position of the unconscious. Unconscious, like subconscious. You don't want to show me? Just take a moment to breathe into your heart space if there's something that you might feel like you are potentially avoiding or not wanting to drop into. Now would be a really good time to just acknowledge it. High Priestess, well done. Not a very good winker. Winkerer. Can raise one eyebrow though. Quite formidably. Okay, so what am I doing now? In the past. Oh, okay. 2 in the past. We'll take it. I'll take it. Sold to the person in their past. Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Hold your horses, buddy. What's all this about, love? 2 aces moving through from the past to the present energy. We go from left to right in the Celtic cross. What a colossal cross. What's in the consciousness this week ahead? What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? What do you think you don't know? High Priestess in the position of the unconsciousness. She knows. She knows. So, and the unconscious, like stuff that we don't know. What shadow energy? Fool on the bottom of the deck. It was fun, thank you. Yeah, but what? Okay. I just needed to gather myself. It's like, what's at the top of your list? What are you working on? What are you really, like, if you could make a dent this week, what would it be? Oof. No pressure, but go straight for the jugular. Well, that's just my perception. Don't let me fool you. I'm just a fucking hippie in the rainforest trying to work it out, living her best life, you know. But also, like, that's some gnarly energy to channel, yeah? And this is a position of what's in your consciousness, so you know, and it's very fucking relevant with the High Priestess in the position of the unconsciousness. And I didn't mean to get aggressive, but that self-saboteur in you, you know, cut it out. Oh, don't be so harsh. Okay, we'll get there. All right, let's move into the... I really felt some nausea come through me there. Could be me, could be me. It's day 1 of my period. Gotta let it flow. But the digression, just disclaimer. I don't know if I'm speaking into the microphone. Whatever, it doesn't matter. 10 of Pentacles, you're getting it, you're getting it. All of it. You're getting all of it, okay? These are messages, by the way. There's 2 10s here, 2 aces and 2 10s. 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, okay? Oh, this feels like a lot of pressure. Release it. We're going to release it. Let's see what's in the position of your personal power, and then I'm just going to tell a fucking story. I'm just going to tell a fucking story, and we're going to cut it out, and you're going to be able to see in the moment, not just now, and probably not even now, but you'll see in the moment, because not even now, because she's blindfolded in the now, yeah? And in the unconscious, you know, what is she? The High Priestess. We'll talk about that blue in a moment in the water. No, we'll talk about it now. It's part of your power. I'm pulling the card of your personal power, and I'm talking about the High Priestess with the blue and the water of the 8 of Swords. So look at those 2 cards if you need to go further with this, or if there's a triggering that I'm accessing for you or on behalf of or whatever of. See the water in the bottom of her card. There's always a foreground, a background, or whatever. And a scene to distract you. She's blindfolded. It looks like she's all tied up to the fence. She's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out to that really shallow water, the blue, feminine, intuition. The first we see blue is when this high priestess is introduced to us in the this way is the microphone, Jaye, the major arcana, and it's card number 2, right? First divine feminine, first inkling of divine feminine, intuitive flow. We all have this. This is not gender exclusive. This is masculine, feminine. I don't give a fuck. You've got to tune in to that which is flowing unconsciously through you. The height of all knowing, right? Like every spiritual teaching, draw on whatever helps you to release, 10 of Wands, to drop the weight, to finally, you know, like you can't take another step forward without dropping the weight of that Wands energy. And in the past position with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands, like this is very much tied up to everything. All elements are here on the table, right? All 4 elements supporting, and the present energy, the future energy, sorry. Ace of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Like it's not get rich quick. It's tune into the field of abundance fast and pierce the freaking bubble of the self-saboteur with what you know. You know that old story. Oh my God, that's really tickling. Okay. All right, Jesus. That old story. You got to drop it, let it go. This Knight of Wands, a true offering of love that has been like on its way, galloping, dun, 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 and then all of a sudden, pulls you up. It just sort of integrates it. It goes from cups to pentacles. It's like, stop it and get on with it at the same time. Drop it. So that's the work to do, past, present, future. All right, what's your personal power? Come on, man. I'm just feverishly shuffling. I'm always so glad that I called it Journey with Jaye, because that's me. That's my archetype. That's why I'm so freaking harsh right now. Queen of Swords. And it's okay. It's just something that we're going to acknowledge as our power. And I'm going to draw the last 4 chords. Quietly. You can take a moment to tune into your own energy. And just in case I wasn't sure if this was a crossed wires, and I offer myself, I volunteer my vulnerability right here before you on the very table, because this is definitely messages for me, for us, for the collective. I do like to remind everybody that we do our work individually for the collective. You know, be the change you want to see in the world. Drop your own spiritual baggage. Take care of your own cup of consciousness. Allow everybody to be right, High Priestess. Super worth noting, that's not a way to say it, but I'm saying it that way. Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands in the past position, outcome, 2 cards, the Chariot and the King of Wands. That's a huge graduation, so while I'm there, I'll pat myself on the back for us all. The position of our hopes and or fears, you've got the Lovers here. Conscious choice. Like, there's never been a better time to align with your path, your highest self's path. You know, the line of design, that man, this is hard to spit out. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to spit it out. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic. I feel vulnerable. That's all. It feels like reading in my diary. And it's alright. So, the outcome of this reading, by this time next week, you will have clear inspiration on what to charge forward with. There are, as a result of a conscious choice in probably a department of something that you have feared for, you know, the entire journey, your whole life, that piece de resistance energy, excuse my French, the epitome of unconditional love, the home channel, and all of the maintenance that is required for the individual vehicles, the sphinxes of the yin and yang within us and within the other. There is inevitably a partnership here, love, sure, but opportunity for a release of weight in the department of seeing love as an opportunity to drive us forward on our path rather than interrupt the frequency of desire, growth, success, abundance. This is raging success, roaring. Hard to believe from the self-saboteur's perspective, which is the hands on the hips that I'm offering you now, because I am fucking fighting to really appreciate the outcome of this reading because of the intensity of the Eight of Swords in the conscious energy. And if that is you requiring extra bandwidth to process the intricacy of the swords of thought, or the intrusive lines of thought that are wedged in the background so as to impose itself like a fence, an illusionary trap of the mind, a trick of the eye, to keep you stuck in your own shit. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody ever was. And if they would, and as they do, and when there are those that you can call on available to help, the work is for you to allow the toe to dip into deeper waters, to dive into the depth of emotion, the ocean, water, the consciousness, to truly, like, the bodies of water are serious symbolism, and they're all a nod back to this high priestess. This is not your reading, and it is your reading, but that's the tarot in general. This is, mark my words, in the past, and it's not new information. Ace of Cups in the past position. So what are you going to do with this opportunity? That's the energy we're showing up in. Really working with that visceral energy of Ten of Wands to feel in the body where it hurts or where the weight is, the pressure of the mind, And it's not as simple as just choosing the light of thought to get to the Ten of Pentacles, but it is understanding the evolution, the graduation with the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the King of Wands on the, in the reading. The marathon energy, not a sprint, that Knight of Wands is like, hold up, hold up, hold up. We got a lot of experience behind us, right? 10, Page, Knight, King, where's the Queen? Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Swords is here. In your personal power. Yes. Clear that shit up for the higher self. Get really clear. 8 of Swords to the 10 of Pentacles to the Queen of Swords. That's the graduation. There is no lack of desire. There is no need to affirm or take risky corners. This is the Queen of Wands, right? She's the law of attraction, Leo energy, kind of leadership in a sense of affirming. She doesn't give a fuck about the black cat at her foot, and she's got no risk mitigation with those salamanders on her card. And I know that that's not here in the reading, but what I'm saying is what queen we do have in your personal power, rather. Air. Air, Queen of Swords, Gemini. And she rests on the laurels of her transformation. Not laurels, not the right use of that word. Well aware of when to engage and when not to. Piercing with clarity. A little bit too much so sometimes. So I like that for us. Ace of Swords, I just went for clarification. I don't know why, but I want to offer clarification that you will have a bright new way or a new strategy or an interruption to that saboteur energy. It's not even a victim, but it's more adjusting expectations. And that's what I mean by integrating. Maybe just clicking into sync with your reality. It's happening right before your very eyes. The lag time on everything you've been calling in. Like, to a T, Knight of Wands. So assess all of the old saboteur stories. Allow the depth of emotion to wash over you, which means releasing it. If it's fire, if it's anger, if it's pain, if it's anything that's stifling growth, drop it, let it go, let it flow. And make room for the busyness and the vastness and the luxury and the abundance, the legacy, the visual representation of being able to go the distance. It's 2 dogs, the community, the grapevine, there's enough for bridges, and it's enough for everybody. Hold that as you work through this gnarly energy of breaking through the unconscious and awakening what is left that is dormant. The Moon card there in the position of the effect on others or others' effect on you. It's the only way through is through. Take a torch, but it's eclipse energy, that full moon. And the pathway through. You never know what critters you'll meet on the walk home. Stay in your feels. The lobster needs to stay in the water. And the wolves howling at the moon. It's like a cycle of time that's passing for the collective consciousness, I feel. As we encounter the critters along the way, or those little moments that need to pop up along the journey to be able to see the pathway through, in the position of the effect on others or others' effect on you, it could be happening to you and perhaps a divine counterpart simultaneously needing to carve the path through the dark. Accessing hopes and or fears, the lovers. It's as if, oh, so fucking cheesy. The lonely nights are over, I heard. And there's just this feeling of really wanting to sit in that, like sitting in the dark of the night, the still of the night, still of the night. I don't remember the words. I think there's lyrics there. To sit in the still of the night, to access, the wisdom of the stars, so to say, or the that which can't be seen, the intangible, to allow great change. That moon has the symbolism of eclipse energy, it's a total eclipse of the heart, a change. Things can happen in a moment. That's that Ace of Swords when I was looking for clarification. And don't rush it to get to that lover's energy, because it's hopes and or fears, like the old stories need to be addressed, assessed. And the self-saboteur will try and attempt to allow them to digress. But no, that's not the energy of the outcome. The Chariot and the King of Wands, it is charging forward with all of those bright ideas and those opportunities, business ventures, adventures, left foot, right foot. No, like the Chariot is Mad Max down the fucking nullarbor, mate. Charging forward, and that's Emperor energy. Fire, King of Wands, and Emperor energy. Fucking met your match, hey? So sort the silliness out. It's silly now, but it hasn't been silly, okay? It's just silly now, which you knew was going to happen. The old story doesn't make sense anymore. So, what's her name? Queen of Pentacles? No. Queen of Swords needs certainty before engaging on that journey. So whatever you got to do to clarify, whether that's internally or whether that's distancing yourself or rising above the chatter of the rest of the Swords army, archetypes, do your bit to sort that out. She could be the torch that lights the way for the rest of the adventure. So keep her up your sleeve. Look, I'm going to leave it there. I felt the shift just now, and it kind of quickened pace as I dropped into that Queen of Swords again. Four of Swords energy. Wow, yeah. And King of Cups. I think you've got something good going on here. "73 things I wanted to say that were all self-saboteuring." And then cut the deck on the Sun. And I didn't say them, and that's all I need to say about that. Yes. Thank you. I needed that. I really needed that. Four of Swords. I'm going to go and rest in the cosmic bath of that goodness. And with that, I think the portal is closed.